Hello, all you beautiful souls. Jules here, and happy Moon Day. We are at a fresh start to a new week, and I wanted to pop on for our astrology forecast. This is for the 15th to the 21st of December, and we are snuggling into winter. Happy Hanukkah, by the way. Today marks the first day of Hanukkah, if you celebrate that. And it is a week of feeling starbound. It's an exciting week where we get to get ready for our last holiday of the year. For those of you that celebrate Christmas and Hanukkah, and then there's Boxing Day, if you didn't know. It's a 9-year, so it is an ending year. And then Virgo, Aquarius, our north and south nodes, are moving to Pisces, Leo nodes, and they change every 9 years. So Leo north node is like the gold rush energy, and Aquarius is the people, the masses. So it's a high Leo, a low Aquarius. So Leo is essentially the astrology sign for the United States. And the Aquarius Leo was found, usually like when we experienced the gold rush, it was a time of hype and exciting new beginnings, the opportunity for money, for growth, for abundance. And as we end this 9-year, we're going to be going into a 1 year. And the Leo is like the roar. So moving into the Leo sign, we're going to be experiencing that courageous type hype energy. And if you remember, also the roaring 20s came about during this energy. So Aquarius, which is about society, has to come in every 10 years later and create an infrastructure. So the last infrastructure that was created when Aquarius moved to the node was the Federal Reserve, and it was found around the 10th 1 year Aquarius. So we're moving into the 1 year, which is about beginnings, and it's about correcting things. So we had all this innovation. This year seemed to move so fast. AI, all the talk about Bitcoin. And then if you noticed in 2009, it was a 9-year, we had a recession. It was when Aquarius was in the North Node. It was the .com era. So personal banking versus investment banking. And during Aquarius, North Node was about innovation. The first Bitcoin was created. Obama came in and he consolidated everything. So we are on the eve of the next Aquarius North Node. Next year, Aquarius is going into the North Node. So it's a year of cleaning up. So you can expect merging, coming together, compression, data, AI, corrections is what Aquarius North Node does. The economy, prices are higher, tariffs, a lot of people are not happy about this and what's been going on. We've just kind of slowly been getting used to it. So today, Mars is moving into Capricorn for the first time in 2 years, and it is exalted in this sign, and it's considered its favorite sign. So it will remain there until the end of January. Mars in Capricorn brings dignified authority. It is yang energy. It helps you practice and simplify getting down to action. So Mars was in Sagittarius the last 8 weeks, so it'll be a nice switch, and we have a new moon in Sagittarius on Friday the 19th. So that'll give us an opportunity to find some unity, harmony. It's going to be a peaceful day. We can come together with our family and our friends, and it's squaring Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. So Sagittarius new moon is about expansion. It's about entrepreneurship, but the square can also bring in some doubt. So the new moon is a launching pad, so you may get excited about an opportunity, an interview, but make sure everything checks out first. We're also coming up on solstice, so we're about to have that turning point, so to speak. It's the shortest day of the year here for us in the northern hemisphere, and it'll be the longest day in the southern for Australia. So we're heading into Capricorn season, December 17th. And then there was if you guys did not hear, there's a pretty interesting come about to the Roman celebration long before Christmas. So I already told you guys about how essentially Christmas came in Austria, and that was a little bit interesting. Not many of you guys are into that kind of stuff, but this one is about the Romans, and it was known as Saturnalia. As the sun moved into Capricorn, the Romans worshipped the sun, and on the 23rd it would reappear. So when they ended the celebration, the parties were essentially the parties that they celebrated on the 23rd for Christmas. It was essentially a big orgy. They would drink, they would get drunk, they would just act crazy, they would murder. Murder was allowed back then, and it wasn't illegal. So this is the early 4th century, where it was kind of just craziness, and anything went, essentially. So the Romans stopped in this. They just got out of hand, and they worshipped the sun, the soul, and it became the birth of the sun, S-O-N, as the Romans transferred into Christianity. So they now did not worship the soul sun. They're moving into Christianity, worshiping the Son of God, S-O-N. So a little bit background of the Romans and how Christmas came. Christmas was actually a little bit devilish to begin with. And there's a lot of fascinating myth and lore about Christmas, what different cultures, the pagans, how it became to be, because Christianity really just wiped out a lot of the interesting stories, the fun stories, the crazy stories, the myths, and we almost don't want to believe it. We want to just have something our little minds can wrap our heads around, but really it is these energies that brought in Christmas, the Christ, the Mass. And the new year is about being reborn with the sun. And I hope to do a little ritual with you guys in honor of this, in honor of the sun, in honor of our divine beings. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Stay tuned for my piece that I'm dropping. It is going to be another bracelet. So I'll see you guys there. Much love and light as always. Jules.